got back into biking probably about 10 years ago now. Had the S1000 XR, was living in sort of Western Sydney at the time, which again, having those open spaces and a bit more room to give it its legs. Had a bit of a lifestyle change, moved over towards the northern beaches. It's fair to say that that's not its native hunting ground for a 1000cc four-cylinder bike. Never ever seen myself as a Harley Davidson guy, but I was really looking for something a bit more individual, something a bit different from all of the other bikes going around, and thought the R18 Cruiser would be a way to go. I came across the R18 just through the press around its reveal, saw some of the customs that were coming out, and then really quite liked the look of the bike straight out of the box.
R18 drew back on roots that come back from the 50s and early motorcycling, and it's done that to perfection.
Having the S1000 XR gave me the opportunity to ride it when I dropped that down for a service.
Coming back off what he was riding, an inline four-cylinder upright sports bike, jumping on to test ride the R18, which was a heritage style bike, totally different ride. My policy on it is you can't experience a bike, especially something like an R18, in a 5-minute test ride. So here's the keys, come back in an hour or two and see what you think.
I think just having that ability to spend a little bit more time with the bike really made a difference. The R18 really does grow on you. It's one of those bikes that doesn't hit you in the face immediately, but the more time you spend with it, the more you like it. I had ridden the BMW bikes, and I really liked the fact that the R18 as well had a bit more of that rawness to it. It felt just a little bit different to what I'd previously ridden.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to engineer torque twist and things like that out of our bikes, and vibration and the rock and the roll out of a bike. With R18, we've gone the other way. We've engineered it back into the bike.
The thing that really made me decide to buy the bike was just seeing it in the flesh. Rob had one of the R18s custom painted with an old BMW colour. It looked really, really good, and that made the difference for me.
The colour scheme that was put on this bike, I think that was the first initial attraction to it, and the other big attraction is the motor.
One of the things that surprised me about the R18 is I think everyone expects it to be all engine. Standing there on the side stand, you can't help but notice the engine, and it has great power on the open road as well.
The motor can be a polarising thing. Big motor's sitting out in the middle of the air, but you open the throttle on it and you know you're riding an 1800cc twin.
One of the things that I thought is that I wanted something that's a little bit unique. So the custom paint fitted to the R18, the colour used is an old 80s BMW colour. I really liked that it built on the heritage of the BMW brand.
The bike was designed to be customised, and the parts that BMW have available for the customisation are quality parts.
BMW had some various rims available for the bike as well. I really quite like the look of some of the forged rims.
The wheels that are on Mike's bike, like they're CNC machine billet wheels, they're beautiful works of art. It deserves to be on a bike of that standard.
I don't mind the look of the fishtail exhaust on the standard bikes, but wanted something a little bit different. Something that was still in keeping with the style of the bike. Ended up with a Remus exhaust system that really suits the bike. The bike sounds really nice without being over the top.
That is what the bike lends itself to. The bones are there to do it. The motor's there that's just screaming out to have something customised built around it.
Having the R18 has been a pretty cool experience. Not only getting to know the bike more each time I ride it, but being really just able to make it my own.
Mike's told me on a couple of occasions now that the more he rides that bike, the more he loves it.
Liken it to owning an old Mustang or something where it inspires you to get on and do something different with. It really is just one of those rare bikes you want to get out and ride.